A truck driver receives a supernatural encounter. Please join us for this very special story. Hello and welcome back to Encounters from Beyond the Veil. Do you believe in divine intervention? Or could it just be coincidence? Well, today's true story comes from the television show Miracles and Other Wonders. It's the true story of a trucker, a very special trucker, who had an encounter with the other side, not once, but twice.
Go through there the way we used to. Smokey's gonna get you and keep you.
Barney Mays was a depression kid who never forgot being poor. He swore his family would never have to know that kind of misery. But spending 20 days out of every month on the road was turning him into a stranger at home.
Leonard, what's the story? You gonna get that backyard picked up anytime soon?
Hey, you don't rebuild an engine overnight. Give me a break. But my homework's done.
No, I didn't say anything. What did I say? Hey, Kirsten. Come on around and give your daddy a big hug.
Struggle for financial security, Barney was on the verge of losing something much more precious, his family. The road had become his life, but something extraordinary was about to send an incredible shockwave into his world.
Break, 1 minute.
Like most truckers, Barney kept the CB on all the time for company.
Roast beef ain't too old. Coffee will kill you there. Yeah, I'll meet you there, you butt.
Then, without warning, the CB radio went completely dead. No incoming signal could be heard on any channel. That night, Barney was pushing a bonus load, extra money for beating the schedule. Then, when he was about 150 miles down the road, the first of the night's strange events came without warning.
Help me. Someone, please.
Anybody out there? Anybody out there hearing this distress call? This guy sounds like he's got big trouble. Come on back.
Barney kept trying. He didn't get any response.
Heart attack, car damage. Can't last much longer. I need help badly.
What's your 20, man? Where in the heck are you? You better come on back.
County Road 26. About 10 miles north of I-40. Please, someone help me.
Okay, I'm on my way.
If Barney could have passed the distress call to a closer driver, he would have kept on going down the road.
Hold my voice.
The next 40 minutes were the longest in Barney's life.
In my bag.
All right, now, don't talk. Just be calm. I gotta get you some real professional help. Now, don't move. Be still. Anybody monitoring Channel 19? I got an emergency. I got a driver on County Road 26 with a heart attack. I need help.
Barney could only hope that his call was being heard somewhere out there in the cold, dark night.
Copy. This is Piper.
Devine County Sheriff Deputy Orwell. I'm calling for the paramedics. Barney explained the unusual call that he had received on the CB and of how he had backtracked and found the victim.
You trying to jerk my chain or what, man?
So what are you talking about?
There's no CB in that car.
Barney returned home and told his family about what had happened. The odd events of that night were soon to have a profound effect on Barney and his family.
I get a feeling that something very special happened. Yeah, that's really a great job, son. You did a good job.
Thanks, Dad.
The brush with death gave him a new sense of his own mortality and of the things that were truly important. He started to spend less time on the road. The family became the center of his attention, and life took on a new meaning. But that was not the end. There was an even more astonishing chapter yet to be written. A dozen years later, Barney and Cicely retired, and Barney was able to catch up on some of the things he'd missed out on along the way, like fishing with a good friend, Ed DeSalvo.
Where's that Mike?
Last time I talked to him, he said he'd meet us down by the string.
Oh, you think maybe down there burying the kangaroo in the woods? Hey, Mike.
Particularly, Barney came to love the fine trout streams of the White Mountain Apache reservations. On the New Mexico border, it is some of the wildest and most beautiful country in the entire Southwest.
Hey, Mike. Man, where you taking us? We've been hiking for hours.
You're always saying, Mike, take us someplace nobody has ever been before. This time, I'm taking you.
Yeah. Well, we can see why nobody's ever been there before. Hey, fellas?
What's the matter, Barney? You look off.
Well, all of a sudden I'm having these pains in my neck, my chest, and in my arms.
Take it easy. You'll be fine. We'll take
Mike
care of you.
Greyhawk was an experienced guide who quickly recognized the signs of a possible heart attack.
There's a reservation nearby.
The
There's a
guide
nurse
quickly
that's taking
explained
care.
that they were going to have to get Barney to a reservation village about a mile due east. But there was something that Mike did not tell them. The reservation's medical facility was served by a traveling nurse who only visited this area once a month.
How much farther, Mike? Barney's about had it.
The presence of the motorhome meant that the visiting nurse, luckily, was in the village. Mercedes Conway was a skilled nurse practitioner. The very low blood pressure and irregular heart rhythm told her that Barney had suffered a myocardial infarction, a condition beyond her expertise.
Is he gonna make it?
His condition's very serious. But Mr. Mays is far luckier than you could hope for.
What do you mean?
There's no time to explain right now. I'll be right back.
Mercedes' father was a cardiologist residing in Texas. The doctor had just retired, and this was the first opportunity he had to break away from his busy practice and visit his daughter during her service on the reservation.
Stay right with me. Keep your eye on that monitor.
Barney's condition was grave, and even with the help of a specialist, it was going to be close.
Charge. When I get him, here we go again. Clear.
BP's coming back up.
If Dr. Ehrlich had not been there, Barney Mays would have died. That would have been miracle enough for any story. But even as the medevac helicopter was on its way that morning to lift Barney to a hospital, there was an even more incredible climax unfolding. When Dr. Ehrlich stopped in to check on his emergency patient, it was the first opportunity Barney had to see the doctor face to face.
How do you feel this morning?
Dr. Ehrlich was the very same man whose life Barney had saved on that wintry night 12 years before.
Wow, if that doesn't bring tears to your eyes, I know it did mine. An incredible story. If you enjoyed that and want to see more, hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. Until next time, I'm Brad Polk for Encounters from Beyond the Veil.